So here is the new HRM 600 from Garmin. This is a brand new ECG based heart rate strap that sits at the top of the line for Garmin's heart rate accessory lineup. It boasts fantastic accuracy, advanced metrics, an easily rechargeable battery, a removable module, and the ability to record workouts without a watch. It's everything you could want in a heart rate strap. And you probably shouldn't get it. Let's dive in. Okay, let's start with an overview. The HRM 600 comes in two different sizes. There's an extra small to small size as well as a medium to large size. Similar to the recently released HRM 200, the HRM 600 has a removable module. This means that you can machine wash your strap and even replace your strap when needed. Speaking of the strap, this one uses the same hook feature that has been present on past models, so it should seem very familiar. You can also make pretty large adjustments in sizing, so no worries if you're going to fit into one size or the other. Checking out that module, you can see there is a status LED and a single button on it. Now the status LED is tricolor and can give you some basic information. For instance, the HRM 600 supports an encrypted Bluetooth connection, so if the LED is flashing twice in quick succession, it means you're on a secure connection. If it's flashing 3 times in quick succession, then you're on an open connection. But once you're all paired up, the standard usage is just like the prior heart rate straps. You put it on, it'll connect before an activity starts, you get moving, you finish up, you take it off when you're done, and it'll automatically turn off. It's all pretty simple. This module is powered by a lithium-ion battery that lasts roughly 2 months if you're using it for an hour each day. It charges with the same proprietary plug as all modern Garmin watches, so at least you're not needing another dongle or wire. The HRM 600 is water rated to 5 ATM. The module can support an unlimited amount of concurrent ANT connections and up to 3 concurrent BLE or Bluetooth Low Energy connections. So you get all of that, and for the eye-watering price of $170 US. Yes, this is priced as a very premium fitness accessory. And well, that's about it from a product perspective. So let's hop into the features of the HRM 600 next. Now, one nice new feature to the HRM 600 is the ability to start an activity from the Connect app and record it solely through the HRM 600. No watch needed. Now, there are a smaller list of activities that are supported with this feature, and I'll make sure they're up on the screen somewhere right now so you can look through them all. But think of sports where a watch may get in the way or just be really unwieldy. Things like boxing or baseball or basketball. And I swear there's other sports that don't start with a B, but well, you get the idea. You free up your wrist and you still get your metrics recorded. Now, another activity feature of the HRM 600 is for swimming, where you can get swim interval heart rate stats. And of course, the monitor will store and send your heart rate data once you're done with the swimming activity. Now, speaking of recording metrics, when you wear the HRM 600 while running, you'll get real-time feedback of your running dynamics. That means you're going to be getting your cadence, stride length, vertical oscillation, vertical ratio, ground contact time balance, step speed loss, and step speed loss percent. So out of all those, the step speed loss is the big new metric debuting with the HRM 600 and compatible with only the latest watches. This measures how much you slow down when your foot hits the ground while running. It is measured in centimeters per second. A lower number is, of course, better. Now, the other new metric that is generated by using the HRM 600 is running economy, which is basically indicating how efficient your stride is. And I'm sorry, but what are we doing here? Both of these metrics seem completely unneeded. I mean, maybe they're shiny new objects, but come on. There should at least be some sort of supporting information around how to use the metrics. This has been one of my long-standing complaints about Garmin and their shotgun analysis approach for years. There's endurance score, hill score, running economy, running tolerance, training status, training load, training readiness. They've created so many different ways to measure your running performance, but don't really give actionable advice on where to focus to improve or what to actually do to improve. Should you be including more strides during your runs, work on your turnover speed, strengthening your calves, your core? Should you be running hills? There's so much data generated, and then you're just kind of left alone to do with it what you want, which, if we're being honest, for most people is not much. Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Garmin wants anyone to ever take Connect Plus seriously, they need to heavily invest in developers to be able to take an individual's metrics and have that currently half-baked AI to churn out actual personalized training advice. But I digress. Let's get refocused on the heart rate monitor. So let's talk about my experience with the HRM 600 over the last couple of months. Now, honestly, it's not overly exciting. The HRM 600 is a very accurate heart rate monitor. I could count on one hand the amount of dropouts I had while working out, and I'm pretty sure it was just the contact sensor slipping and losing contact rather than the monitor not actually recording properly. Now, the only complaint I'll give, and this also applies to any chest-based heart rate strap for me, it's that when I really get moving and breathing hard, it can just kind of slip down my body. I'm sweating, my lungs are expanding, the strap can annoyingly just kind of slip down because I'm expanding my ribcage so much, exhaling, and down it goes. So I'm left with the option to keep pulling it up or adjust it tighter until it's squeezing me like a sausage link to the point of discomfort when I'm trying to breathe deep. But again, that's a me problem. If you've got more of a, let's say, classic runner's build, I'd imagine it stays quite well on you. So, okay, compared to other Garmin options, what are you getting here? The big ones for the HRM 200, which is priced at $80 US, that it does not provide advanced running metrics. It's only water rated to 3 ATM, and the HRM 200 battery is not rechargeable but takes a CR2032 battery that's rated for 1 year. So that's a difference. Some may see it as a plus, a minus, whatever, but it's different. Now, if you're looking at the older HRM Pro Plus, priced at $130 US, the big difference is that the monitor is connected to the strap. It isn't a separate module, so no machine washing for you, and after a couple of years with this thing, no amount of after-run rinsing or hand washing can keep that funk away. In addition, you're getting running dynamics, but you're not getting your fancy new step speed loss or resulting running economy. And finally, just like the HRM 200, the HRM Pro Plus takes a CR2032 coin battery rated for 1 year, and of course that means it's not rechargeable. So if you're taking a look at those options, if you're looking for a Garmin heart rate strap and want the extra running dynamics from the heart rate strap, you're looking at the Pro Plus or the HRM 600. If you want a washable and ultimately replaceable strap, then you're looking at the HRM 200 or HRM 600. If you want to record activities directly from the heart rate strap, then you're looking at solely the HRM 600. And if for some reason you really want to measure your step speed loss, then you guess it, 170 buckaroos and the HRM 600. Now, if you want to venture outside of Garmin's product line, the Coros arm-based heart rate monitor is a pretty decent pick I've used extensively. And while I do not own a Polar heart rate strap, my understanding is that both the Polar H9 and H10 are quality products that are thought of pretty highly. So in my view, out of all the Garmin heart rate straps I've covered today, I think if you're keeping in the Garmin family, then keeping it simple with the HRM 200 and using your heart rate strap for monitoring your heart rate seems like probably a solid play. I actually do some boxing workouts and I'm starting to do some lap swimming, so the ability to record with just the HRM 600 is very nice. But I personally can't justify $170 for a heart rate strap, and there's just no chance I'd want to buy a heart rate strap that is a one-piece unit ever again. I just stink too bad, I guess. So there you go. The top of the line HRM 600 is a great heart rate strap you probably shouldn't buy for that price. What do you think? Have you plunked down the nearly $200 after taxes to study your step speed loss religiously to lose less speed with each step? Or have you looked to less expensive options or just felt fine with the good old wrist-based reading? Let me know in the comment section. As always, I'm Dave and this is Dave Does Fitness. Have an awesome day and stay fit.